As any FedEx employee knows, FedEx treats its disabled employees poorly. That's clearly illustrated by the standard of disability that FedEx has in its disability plan that it created. The FedEx plan requires that disability be substantiated by significant objective findings, which are defined as signs that are noted on a test or medical examination and which are considered to be significant anatomical, physiological, or psychological abnormalities, which can be observed apart from the individual's symptoms. That's a very tough definition of disability. There are very few disability plans or policies that have such an unreasonable definition of disability. In fact, I think it can be hard to meet in cases like back conditions, seizure disorders, or fibromyalgia. FedEx requires that its drivers be able to lift up to 75 pounds, and if they can't, then they're ultimately terminated, and then they're denied their benefits. For example, let me tell you about the case of Mr. Johnson in Johnson versus Aetna Life. It's a Ninth Circuit case, but it illustrates the games that FedEx plays. Now, Johnson's doctors opined that he couldn't do the essential function of lifting to 75 pounds. And guess what? FedEx denied the claim. Johnson appealed, and then his claim was denied yet again. When Mr. Johnson filed a lawsuit, the court upheld the denial on the basis that the lifting restriction and limitation assigned by his physicians was not grounded in significant objective findings, despite the fact that an MRI had showed a protruded disc in his back. The court ruled that because the restrictions and limitations assigned by his physician were based on his subjective complaints of pain, tenderness on examination, and discomfort observed by his doctor while transferring from a sitting to a standing position, that alone made the restrictions and limitations to be subjective and not objective. Since he wasn't in acute distress, had normal reflexes and normal motor function, could walk independently, and had no sensory deficits on the examination, the court said that the MRI didn't count. Really? Remember that FedEx created and implemented this awful definition of disability. The court found that Johnson's subjective complaints didn't meet the definition of disability that FedEx created, and as a result, Johnson lost his claim. Isn't that crazy? The lesson learned was to make sure that the medical records are chock full of objective medical evidence that supports the assigned restrictions and limitations. Better yet, I think you need to have a functional capacity evaluation, which is objective evidence of your functional ability to lift, stand, stoop, squat, and bend. If you're a FedEx employee whose claim has been denied, it's time to contact me. I can help you get the disability benefits that you deserve, regardless of where you live in the United States. Call today at 727-894-3188 for a complimentary consultation.